Hi, it's Jill Moray from the Knitting Channel, and I have something really exciting to share with you today. It's called Big Stitch Knitting, and we have 3 new projects that you can complete in under 6 hours. So why do we call this Big Stitch Knitting? Well, first, we use yarn in these, not hanks, bumps. We call these bumps because hanks or skeins or balls just don't cut it. This is 3 pounds of fiber, about 130 yards each, in an alpaca blend or a merino. Incredibly easy and luxurious and soft to work with. And then we use size 50 knitting needles. Have you ever seen this before? They're made of maple, they're really light, very comfortable to work with, and you actually work in your lap, so all the work falls there. So these are the straight needles, and these are the circular needles. Again, very easy to work with and lots of fun. And as I said, each project takes under 6 hours. So let's talk about the fiber. We have alpaca, which is mostly alpaca, a little bit of wool, and a touch of nylon, 6% nylon, in these 3 natural colors, colors that come right off the animal: light fawn, dark fawn, and this luxurious cream. Then we have merino. Now the pearl color is actually a natural fiber, and then the rest are dyed. This gorgeous slate, this vibrant turquoise, and this rich garnet. You can make any of these projects in either of these fibers. Okay, so let's start with the projects. I'm gonna move my needles. Let's start with this Sophie blanket. Look at this blanket. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at the stitches, so easy to make. This is made in about 6 hours, and it takes 2 bumps to complete. Now this is done in alpaca because I think blankets should be really soft and luxurious, so I prefer the alpaca. And I like the neutral colors because my living room is really vibrant and I like my accessories to be a little more subdued. But there's the Sophie blanket in turquoise, and it looks gorgeous. And that could be in maybe a side room, a library, a child's room. So that's beautiful, and that is the Sophie blanket. Our next project is a scarf, is the seed stitch scarf. Now, I bet you've never seen seed stitch looking so beautiful before. This is only 11 stitches wide, and 1 bump makes this entire scarf. Let me show you how we wear this. So you put it around and then bring it over, and then you can use one of these doodaddy things, I don't know if there's a real name for it, that's very pretty, to close it, or any kind of pin, or you can wear it open. Now if you want, you can make this narrower, maybe 5 stitches wide, and then you have actually 2 scarves for 1 bump. This takes only 1 bump. So either 1 scarf with 11 stitches across, or 2 scarves with 5 to 6 stitches across. Now our next project uses these circular needles, and it is a topper. What's a topper? It's like a combination cape and poncho. Now look at this. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? This is done in that rich garnet that I love so much. This will take you maybe 3 to 4 hours to make, and it's absolutely spectacular. And guess what? It takes only 1 bump to complete this. Now this size is small/medium, but 1 bump will also make large, and the pattern will show you anything that you want, the small, medium, or the large, or if you want it longer and wider, you just get a 2nd bump and the pattern will show you how to attach and how to make it longer and wider. So let me tell you how these come. They come in kits. You get the fiber of your choice, as many bumps that the pattern takes. Remember, the Sophie blanket is 2, the topper and the scarf only 1 bump in the fiber of your choice, plus your knitting needles, plus your pattern. And I'll also throw in another sheet that tells you how to care for this and how to wash it, how to use it. That will be very helpful to you. And then if you want, you can purchase additional bumps or additional needles, so you can make multiple projects. So I think you should really try to see how much fun Big Stitch Knitting is and how satisfying it is to make 1 project in 1 day. And maybe you can knock out some of those holiday gifts early. I'm Jill Moray for the Knitting Channel. Enjoy Big Stitch Knitting, and as always, keep knitting with an open heart.